Welcome, my brothers and my sisters, to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. Brothers and sisters, you are listening live to Coming to the Stage on the Sister Speak Show. I am the host, creator, and producer of the Sister Speak Show, Ayana, and it is my pleasure to converse with you all this evening. We are recording live from Dallas, Texas. It don't get any better than that. You know why? Because no matter where you are right now listening, whether you are listening live or on demand, we've got you. We are the podcast that needs to be the a part of your podcast shuffle and the list and the flavor in your ear. You need to listen to this syndicated podcast on Amazon Alexa because we have, oh my goodness, we have amazing content. We have amazing special guests. Let me just go ahead and do all the formalities. Welcome to all of my first time listeners. Welcome back to all of my regular listeners. Shout out to all of my international listeners. Everything is going up. Anything going down is crashing. I am definitely so excited to converse with you all. We are in the month of October, and it is just a beautiful expansion that's happening to the Sister Speak Show. You are definitely in the right place at the right time. So listen, when you listen to the Sister Speak Show, you're going to be able to catch 6 segments. And within those segments, we have special guest interviews, live performances, in-studio interviews, and live on-location reports. Ooh, the special guests who will be on the Sister Speak Show are dynamic, and they are impacting the communities with their passions. The Sister Speak Show is a talk show that will keep your mind and your soul informed, energized, and encouraged. Oh, we are a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you should be. No reckless entertainment, just responsible listening nourishment. We don't go dumb, we go wisdom on the Sister Speak Show, and it is about making the known known. Brothers and sisters, tonight, it is going all the way up. I have a special guest for you, a beautiful special guest at that. Oh, I can't wait to vibe out and let you all know who my special guest is. So check this in, brothers and sisters. Shout out to Ali and Ben Wade, who are the producers as well as the singer for the intro for the Sister Speak Show. Shout out to Derek Ben Israel, my husband, who produced that beat that you all were just listening to as I was, bringing you on in and getting you all ready for this excellent episode of Coming to the Stage. So this is what we're going to do, brothers and sisters. We're going to run through the formalities. I've got a couple, let me see, 1, 2. I got three commercials for you all. After that, I'll meet you on the other side. Get ready. It's about to go all the way up. Remember, anything going down is crashing. You're listening live to Coming to the Stage on the Sister Speak Show. I am Ayana. I hope everything is just working out for you. I hope you're pressing through. You better not be giving up. And if you got a towel in your hand, it only better be because you done wiped the blood off your shoes from stomping on the devil's head. Oh, it's happening today, brothers and sisters. So listen, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Now, don't have me come looking for you. You better stay right there. Okay? This month on the Sister Speak Show, hosted by Ayana Holloman, coming to the stage, actress Aujii Gray, The Laugh Line, comedian Ace Boone, The Tour, recording artist Forrest Bell, The Platform, motivational speaker coach Bruce Kennedy, The Platform, owner and founder of Boundless Fitness Tim D, coming to the stage, actor Lorenzo Woodgrain, The Tour, songstress Ali. Listen live to the Sister Speak Show starting this Tuesday, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. Listening to the Sister Speak Show is even easier now with the new abilities available from Spreaker Skill on Amazon Alexa. With Spreaker on Alexa, you can now listen to the Sister Speak Show from even more places from all around the world. You also have navigation control, fast forward and rewind podcast to make sure you never miss a second of your favorite show. And then you can ask for show recommendations like the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. If you don't know, now you know how to make a YouTube web series. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to If You Don't Know, Now You Know. Today, we're going to focus on how you can make your first web series, brought to you by WikiHow. 9 basic steps, a basic blueprint that will equip you with enough wisdom so you can apply all that you need to create that web series and get it out there on YouTube and any other platforms that host web series. Let's get started, shall we? Step 1, get your idea, or at least be motivated to think of an idea. Also choose a genre, whether it be reality, comedy, sci-fi, serious. Just pick something. Step 2, draw up an outline. Once you are ready and have a solid idea, you need to have a plot outline for the season. Do this every season. Write the plots for all the episodes you plan on doing. Try a minimal amount of episodes for the first season. Most do 6 or small, but if you are sure it's going to be great, you can do 12. Step 3, take the plots and write all the scripts. Even reality shows have written plots and a little writing in them. Never create a series and not plan it or release anything before the series is done. Keep in mind of what's available to you. You cannot afford to blow up a building. Think in mind of the things that you have that you can use in the show. Keep the episodes under 10 minutes or less. Step 4, get your equipment. Camcorder, tripod, computer, DVD tape. If you have an HD camcorder, it will be better quality for your show, but it's not necessary. Step 5, hire people for your show. Cast and crew. Your friends are not always the best choice. Try to ask people in drama if you go to school, or put up flyers for an audition. If you don't own the camera, then let the person who owns it operate it. If it's yours, don't trust it with anyone you don't know. Make sure your cast and crew are dedicated and will do another season. Step 6, shoot it. Film your first episode, then edit it. After that, do it with all the other ones. Shoot the take a few times from different angles. If there are 2 people talking, have 2 close-ups and a wide shot. So do 3 takes. Step 7, edit. So you shot everything, all your angles. Now put it all together. Use Windows Movie Maker if you don't already have an editing software. When somebody talks cut to, then if the character says something shocking, cut back to the other person for their reaction. If you think you're done, then save it as an AVI or a WMV. Step 8. Once you have all your episodes done, show them to the people who worked on the series. Then cut a trailer using all the episodes and put it on YouTube. Leave it until it gets a bit of interest and views. Build hype. Then, if you get people interested enough, put out the release date for the series. Then put out an episode every week when the series is supposed to come out. Step 9. When the whole season is done and released, wait a month or 2. Then count all the views together that the episodes have and decide if you think you have enough to go for another season, or if fans are begging for more. If you think and everyone else thinks it's a good idea, then repeat this all again. Have fun. And if you want to do a lot more episodes next season, here is a fact. Real TV series have 22 episodes per season. If you don't know, now you know. How to make a YouTube web series. Now back to Coming to the Stage. Brothers and sisters, welcome back to Coming to the Stage on the Sister Speak Show. I am your host, Ayana, and we are recording live from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to everybody that's listening. I hope you're having a wonderful drive home. I hope you're having a wonderful sit down at home, wherever you are. May you be filled with peace. May you be filled with joy. And may you be filled with resolution. All right, brothers and sisters, I must tell you that tonight's special guest is an actress. She is a mother. She is beautiful. Not only that, she's a hairstylist. She is just really doing it and doing it live all the way from the biggity Oaktown, California. Stand up. My special guest is Sister Queen, actress in the web series Money and Respect, Aujii Gray. Oh, it's going all the way up because what? Anything going down is crashing. You gonna know me by now. Okay? So listen, brothers and sisters, when it comes to tonight's episode. I've got you. Oh, yes, I've got you. Now, some of you don't eat popcorn. Whatever it is that you love to snack on while watching a good flick. Okay? Whatever that is. Grab it. Sit close because I've got something for you. Before my special guest calls in, I'm going to play just a little bit of season 2 of Money and Respect. And episode 1. And you'll be glad that I did. Money and Respect, produced by MC Films. Let me just let you understand that. Okay, Lamar Lomack. Shout out to you, my brother, because you are doing amazing things. And shout out to the entire cast and crew of Money and Respect. So let's just go. Now, y'all ready? I love the intro. I love this entire web series. Now, I'm only going to play just a little bit because I expect you to hit those episodes, catch up from season 1 through 12. And then I expect you to tune in to season 2, episode 1 and 2, because I believe this Friday, episode 3 is coming out. Okay? You're listening to Coming to the Stage. I am your host, Ayana, on the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve.
Brother. What's up? Why are you over here? What are you doing over here? What are you shooting over here?
Yeah, you know, if I was to be doing all the shooting.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you, though. We need to talk.
Yeah, I'm not being really good.
Alright, so the other night, me and Brian was out, and some dudes jumped on him. Like,
Beat that nigga.
they tried to rob him or something.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
But somebody got shot.
Who got shot? Brian got shot?
No.
Fuck that nigga, he got shot, so what?
Brian didn't get shot.
Who got shot? You ain't get shot, you good.
Brother, promise you keep this between me and you.
Well, who the fuck knows?
Okay, I think I shot somebody.
You shot somebody.
Yeah, because, okay, we was out, and then, like, he went inside the store, he came back out, and when I looked out the window, some guy was on him. So the only thing I could think of was that he put his gun under the seat. And mind you, it's only me and him, and these two big dudes, like, you know? So I just did what I thought to do. And I pulled his gun out, bounced out, and I just started shooting.
So you really shot a nigga?
I think I did.
Is he dead?
I don't know. I've been watching the news. I've been looking out my windows every 45 seconds. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, but I really came to you for some real advice. What would you do if you was in this
When I
situation?
killed Brian, because that nigga a snitch on me.
Brian is not like that. Like, he is not like that.
What?
I'll rock for him and he rock for me. We don't do all that.
Bro, stay the fuck away from that nigga, bro. Why back? I got it. Go to your trip. Just go somewhere for the weekend for a week. Take a little vacation. I'ma handle everything. You feel me? I'ma find out. You know, I'm clean shit up. But you stay the fuck away from that nigga Brian. Don't call that nigga. Don't even let that nigga know where you finna go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call my people up in Santa Rosa. We're gonna go stay up on their winery and chill. Alright?
It's a lie.
Don't tell that nigga Brian though. Do not tell that nigga.
I'm not.
Because he gonna tell. That nigga weak.
Anyways, have you heard anything about the mom?
Yeah. I talked to that nigga the other day.
Really?
Yeah, he cool. You know, he just enjoyed his time
Yeah.
in the sun, chilling.
Yeah, I miss him.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna have that nigga hit you.
Alright.
Or, you don't really wanna, call because you never know what's going on.
My mind is just like,
But he good.
right here. Alright, brother. I really just needed this talk. Now we go back to the house.
You already don't money nothing?
No, I'm good. Damn, you gonna answer my question? Actually, do I need something to answer?
Cause I got you. I got my people. They gonna look out.
What you got? Oh, I'm like, what you got? I hope you didn't drop no weed in my hair. I'm fine.
Nah, I ain't gonna set your shit on fire.
Alright, bro. See you later. I'm out.
Alright.
Ooh, welcome back, brothers and sisters. You are listening live to Coming to the Stage on the Sister Speak Show. I am your host, Ayana, and that was a clip from Money and Respect, Season 2, Episode 1, and that was our special guest who plays the actress Deja on the web series Money and Respect, and she will be calling in and we will be vibing out. You know what? I really like this podcast because this podcast is popping. You know why we popping? We are popping because we have phenomenal special guests who have talents, passions, and are pursuing them. And they are impacting, seriously, their communities. They are known. And like I said, this is about making the known known. If you have a platform and you are not uplifting your brothers and sisters and bringing them on too, there's something wrong with you and you're dysfunctioning. Over here, we support the village. You better understand what I'm talking about to you, brothers and sisters. It is serious. It is so serious that we support no matter where our brothers and sisters are at. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because the Sister Speak Show is local, national, and international. I will interview someone anywhere. You understand that? And whatever you do, we will highlight that on the Sister Speak Show because God is not a midget. What is for me is for me, and what is for you is for you. And sometimes we both gonna have to be together to get it at the same time. Somebody better understand. I don't know if it's because we had lightning storms today or what, but the rain is about healing and cleansing and washing away. And I'm feeling real good, and I hope you're feeling good too. I just want to transfer this positive energy to you, my brothers and sisters, because on Coming to the Stage, we focus on actors, actresses, film directors, producers, script writers, poets, poetess, spoken word artists. I mean, we don't skip a beat on the Sister Speak Show. So if you want to be on the Sister Speak Show, all you have to do is email me at thesisterspeakshow@gmail.com, or you can holler at me. Excuse me. I don't want to cough in your ear. You can Instagram me, direct message me at SGTPGW. And when you do, I'm ready to vibe out with you if what you do is conducive to what the Sister Speak Show is about. I don't do messy interviews. I just highlight who you are, why you are, where you are, when you are, and how you are, okay? Your business is your business. My business is my business. I'm not here for any messy interviews. I watch a lot of interviews, and I see a lot of people ask questions. I'm like, you better have a papoose on you. Okay, pistol grip pump on your lap at all times because you start mess. You kind of going too deep into it. And a lot of times, if you want somebody to come back and be a special guest on your show, you're going to make sure at all times, you are going to make sure that your special guest is comfortable, that they are respected, and that the listening audience respects them, and that you're just asking questions that extract deep elements from them, because they're more than just what you see. There's more to, a human than just what meets the eye. And a lot of times, my special guests say that was the best interview they've ever had. I appreciate the way that I just appreciate the interview as a whole. And I feel good about that because my special guests mean something to me, and they should mean something to you too. And when it comes to what you do, I want to be able to show the people who listen to this platform why it's so important not to give up, why it's so important to, why it's so important to take that leap of faith. If you are an actor, an actress, if you're a poet, a poetess, a spoken word artist, a film director, a web series director, then, you know, you need to make sure you hang on to that dream. Brothers and sisters, calling in live to the Sister Speak Show. To coming to the stage is my very special guest, the beautiful actress from the web series Money and Respect, Aujii Gray. Let's give this beautiful queen a round of applause. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing well, my sister. You know what? I am so excited to converse with you this evening.
I am too. Likewise. I've been waiting.
I
I'm
know.
excited.
I know. Me too. I know. So we're going to just get right into it. How's your day going?
It's fun. Can't complain. I'm just great.
Okay. Now make sure you get to a location to where I can hear, because I don't want this interview to break up. Everybody needs to hear every ounce of what you got to say.
Okay. Let me get find a good place.
And if you have me on speaker, take me off speaker so we can get the best sound.
Okay. Okay. It'll be good.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So Aujii Gray, you know what? You're absolutely beautiful. I saw you on the web series Money and Respect. I was like, oh, okay. All right, look at this sister. And, you know, as the character Deja, you know, I was just like, wow, she kind of reminds me of myself when I was in my early 20s. So we're going to get right into it. What attracted you to begin a career as an actress?
Well, it all started off, with something small, but it's like I always had my career in hairstyling. Like, I was always into styling hair, and that just came knocking at my door. Like, the neighbor who was starting a series around, and I'm like, I never did this before. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know, it was just like, it's going to be good. Like, I felt it.
Now, hold on, sister. You know what? Our connection is breaking up, and I want to be able to hear you, but it's going in and out.
Okay, let me go out a little bit more.
Okay.
How is this?
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
Keep it going.
Yes, pretty much the opportunity came knocking at my door. So it's kind of, nervous about it because I never really did, like, I did drama in school, but I'm like, I don't know, like, I never took it that serious until he basically brought it out to me, like, the producer, Mar, he just, like, came knocking at the door and was just like, oh, well, I got this series I'm about to start, and I just feel like it'll be perfect for this role. And I'm like, wait a minute, what am I supposed to do? I was nervous at first. But after the first episode of season 1, I feel like everything just became so natural,
Yeah.
I was just telling him, like, as we done season 2 and season 2, I'm just like, now we've seen where we came from season 1 and season 2, and how much I've grown on camera, like,
Yeah.
it just became something, like, so natural. So I'm really, like, loving everything I do. Like, I love filming. I love, everything. Like,
no, I get it. It's a beautiful feeling when you get into something and you're surrounded by a supporting cast, then you have the viewers who are like, oh my gosh, when's the next episode coming out? And then I know people are recognizing you, when you out in the streets and everything like that. So that's a really good vibe. So when you, let's just talk about Deja. What do you like most about the character Deja?
Well, what I like most about my character, like, I love how she's loving, she don't see, like, really too nothing bad in people, like, in a situation she was stuck in between her brother and her boyfriend, her boyfriend setting up her brother, and it's like she was just stuck in the middle, and then the thing I like about her is that she never just jumped quick about he say and she say. She followed her heart, her intuition, like, well, I know this person, but I know this person wouldn't do something like that. Like, I love that she just, down to earth. It's just, Deja is more like me. Like, I see myself in that character. So it's just like, I'm describing myself. Like, like, she's just, like, I love everything about her. She's just down to earth. She's loving, caring. Like,
I love it.
It could be so much better. Like, I love her.
And what I like about Deja is the fact that I think all of us can relate. All of us sisters who know what it is. Like, when you down for your man, you down for your man. If I got to jump, because I'm not going to ever stand back. And I was telling my husband this. I was like, I will never, ever stand back and be screaming on the sideline watching, you get in a situation where somebody is jumping you. Like, I'm getting in that thing, okay? We getting jumped. And if, and then, it even gets realer because the streets are real. And there are queens and, you know, sisters who do pack heat, who will pull that trigger. You know, it's just a fact. You know, there are female gangsters. We can't just, you know, exclude them, and they will, you know, let that hammer off for their man. You know, it's just a fact. And so one thing, like when I was just watching, I think it was it was episode 1 where Brian confronted Deja and was like, "Man, what are you doing?" And you were like, "Look, I'm not going to let somebody just mollywop you at the store."
Period. Like, no, that's where I come in, you know, come save you. Like, you my man. Like, I don't want nothing that don't come in harm's way. But then you're like, okay, I understand that. But then, you know, you could got yourself hurt, you know? And it's like, we don't think like that. No. Like, yeah, you're right. But it's like, hold on, I was just in the heat of the moment. And I feel like I don't have to come to, you know, protect you. Yeah,
for sure. And I think also, and brothers, y'all got to understand this about women. We love to show you that we care. That's just what we do. And we love to show how far we will go. And sometimes, you know, you got to show what it is that you bring to the table. You might have to do a little extra sometimes. You know what I mean? Just to let somebody know you down for them. But, you know, I feel like for the brothers sometimes, they're logical thinkers. So I kind of understood where Brian was. I understood where Brian was coming from, and I understood where Deja was coming from. So I just like the balance of how Lamar showed the dynamic between the two characters. I think you and Amir play those characters really well. I don't think I could see anybody else in those two characters.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Of course. Because when you act, you know, one thing about acting, because I was telling Mar, like, I studied acting young when I was like in my teens, and I did plays and everything. And one thing I learned about acting was you just have to be natural. That's just it. You just have to be natural. And I think because all of you all living in the Bay Area, to get into your roles, it didn't take too much. I mean, do you agree, or do you think you had to do a little bit more to kind of really?
I definitely agree. That's why I said Deja is more like myself. Like the character, you know, like it was easy. Everything came natural. Like first I was nervous, like I ain't never did this before, but once I put my foot in the water, I'm like, oh well, let me go. I got this. Like I got this.
You do.
It's natural, yeah.
Yeah, you do. And I think when you care about your talent and your passion, it shows. And it shows on stage, on screen for you. You know what I mean? Especially if you're back in season 2, because sometimes if you ain't cutting it in season 1, there is no season 2 for you. You know, and a lot of times, I think that just is a testament to how dedicated you are, you know, to what it is, showing up, you know what I mean, being respectful of, you know, the powers that be as far as the director, being able to get along with your cast and crew, which kind of leads me to my next question. How well do you get along with the cast and crew?
Well, everybody is like, that's what we do, money, respect them. But, you know, even if it's something that don't have nothing to do with the series, like, we still want to know that it's a call on, you know, our cast members. Like, that's why we consider ourselves more especially than friends. Or, you know, each of us is getting closer as the season progressed. Like, so yeah, like we're really close. And, you know, season go on, we got new members coming in with me, new family members, and yeah, it's just like I love it. Family is all about the respect and everything. Like,
we're
close, and it's like I said, as we growing, we only growing closer, stronger together. Like, that's the main thing. So that's really important. Like, know that we're close like that.
Right. And so you being a young woman and also being a mother, and not on top of that, you're a hairstylist. You just have, you know, multi streams of talent and everything. How do you balance all of that?
How do I balance that? It's crazy because it's not the first time I actually got asked this question. I'm grace God. Like, that's all I can say is, like, I just say, you know, I try not to put too much on myself. Like, keep busy for a reason. You know, like, I don't know. It's like all about my mindset and how dedicated I am to, you know, my lifestyle, like where I want to be and how I see myself in the future. You know, I'm not only doing it for myself, I'm doing it for my baby. So it's all about dedication, you know, and it's just like, I got the, you know, it's just in me, like, it's in me. I feel like I'm doing enough, to be honest. I feel like more that I can do, like, you know. So, yeah, I'm just open to, like, like, opportunities, like, Don't never turn anything down. I feel like it's going to open, you know, another door for me. Like, I just like to be out there. Like, I don't want to be too, you know, self-centered. Like, I want to be out there. Like, I want to express myself. I want to do more. I want to, you know. Like,
oh, I understand.
Like I'm a hairstylist. I'm working on my own shop and stuff like that. But in the meantime, my acting career very serious.
Yes. Oh,
my door. Got away. Now I'm just like, let me go. I want to go all the way. Like, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm just trying to balance everything, but it's not that hard. It's because it's in me. I'm just dedicated to it. You know, like I can't let anything get in my way. Like so.
And I love that. And, you know, I want to say to you and to all of the young women listening, even the young brothers, but I just want to say this to the sisters. It is very important that you have the same type of hunger and desire that this sister has right here. I am older than you all, but I still have a youthful spirit because I just have a love for life, a love for success, a love to accomplish things. And when I look back in my 20s, if I could go back, there's a lot of things I would have done differently. And there's definitely things that I would have kept because it made me learn wisdom that I can pass on to the younger women. And so I just want to encourage you all, no matter what your situation is, whether you are a parent or not, you know, no matter what your bank account reflects, no matter where you are in your environment, everything has an expiration date and everything has an escalation date. That means that the things that you're struggling with, the emotions that you go through that nobody else knows about, just your pillow and God, you know, whatever those issues are, I just want you all to know that you are absolutely able to enter into a season where everything changes if you just hold on. Your struggles are designed to make you become mature. That's just God's perfect design for shaping us. And so a lot of sisters, you know, want to give up. And a lot of times are not happy with where they are. And, you know, they may see you or the other beautiful queens that are on the show, and they may even have maybe even a little envy and jealousy. And I just want to attack that and say, stop and start over. And get that blueprint going and figure out what it is you're absolutely great at. But you are going to have to overcome some things. You are going to have to kick depression in its butt. You're going to have to kick anxiety in its butt. You're going to have to kick the comments and the followers or lack of followers, likes or lack of likes. You're going to have to kick all of that in the butt and focus on God. You're going to have to do that. And so I'm just saying that because I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to be a woman, and then, you know, you being a sister, and then, you know, wanting to be in love, and then wanting to be, you know, have money, you know, all these things that everybody wants. I just want to tell everybody, no matter where you are right now, you better hold on because you have an escalation date. That means it's going up. It's going up. It's going up, but the downtime teaches you character. And I just wanted to encourage you, my sister, because all your hunger and your desire, Aujii, all of that is what's going to make you get to where you're going to go.
Thank you so much.
Period.
Thank you.
Shout out to the city girls. Period. You know what I mean?
Period. Yes.
And I mean that, you know. One thing I wanted to ask you was, how do you deal with some of the, if you have experienced any negativity from other sisters, well, how do you deal with that?
I was thinking about just ignoring people and just, you know, I noticed that just not responding, like, it'll just give them all the answers they need. Like, you know, like, I don't respond to negativity. I'm quick to get on my knees and pray about whatever's going on. Like, just, I'm grown. I'm learning that, you know, everything that, every negative thing around me don't cause my reaction. Like, sometimes some people don't have stuff to lose. Me, I feel like I have a lot to lose. I don't want to, you know, let one negative comment throw me out my character. Now here I am over here trying to explain to people why I did this or why I acted in the way I acted. You know, so it's just like I'm really just learning how to ignore negativity, block it out, pray on it, God take it away, whatever is bothering me, just take it away, like, and it works, like, it really works, like, they know like, even with social media or, text message or calling off, playing on people's phones or whatever, like, I don't respond, like, they might post something negative, I might post a prayer or something, like, just like, I don't respond to negativity, like, that's the best way about it. And that's why I be trying to tell my friends that just get into a lot of drama. Like, you got stuff to lose. You arguing with people who don't have nothing to lose. Like, don't let that negative stuff get to you. Like, let it go. Let go and let God. That's my main thing. Like, I don't got the time, the energy, the patience. Like, I'm really working on myself, better myself, my kid. Like, I don't get into it. So that's how I do it. Like, it don't bother me at all. I will keep the same energy I had when I first walked in the door. I'm out the door with the same.
Yes.
I will not let nobody, let them see me sweat, and it's just big, like, I'm trying to do that now, because she's talking about me, like, she put her hand on you, like, you don't have to worry about what people say. They're going to talk about you to the day you die. You can't do nothing but let people talk, like, they can say whatever they want to say, they can talk about me, am I ugly? No, your mama's not ugly, like, don't let people get to you, and I'm teaching her this now, because I didn't really have this type of guidance, so it's like, I just want what's best for her, so whatever I suggest, I'm letting her know now, like, you don't handle it in that way. You don't handle it in that matter. You just talk to her calmly. She can yell if she wants to. You just tell her, I'm praying for you, and walk away, handle your business. Like, and that's it.
Yes.
That's my answer to everything, prayer.
I love that. That's a sound bite right there. I'm going to definitely have to use that. That is a sound bite. Brothers and sisters, you are listening live to Coming to the Stage on the Sister Speak Show. I'm your host, Ayana. We're recording live from Dallas, Texas, from the Oak Town to Dallas. My special guest is actress Aujii Gray. We are in the building. Prayer is definitely the key. And I thank you for saying that, because I do believe there have been some situations in my younger years where I popped off and it was just too late.
Yeah.
I did the pop off, and there have been times where I have handled it and been so mad that I didn't say anything, but I took a different pathway, and I have definitely seen the Most High God and His Son Jesus the Christ really fight my battles. I really have, and I have seen Him. I have seen vengeance is the Lord's play out. And so I just want to encourage you to continue to keep that mind state. And I just want to encourage everybody else, if you don't have that mind state, to adopt that principle, because prayer does change things. And my mom taught me a long time ago that wisdom is the ability to ignore. And you are going to have people who are going to have something to say, but you just always got to consider the source.
Right.
Always consider the source. And like you said, ignoring things. And, it's just so funny because, people playing on your phone or people text messaging you and doing all of that. That's really a demonic spirit. And so those demonic spirits, you can go to hell from where you come from. Okay, now moving forward. Yes, no, we don't play on the Sister Speak Show. We keeps it 100 on here. And I'm trying to hold back, because I could really go in on just how sisters we could really do some positive things if we would stop hating on each other. So that's going to lead me, into my next question, which is, what does to you the idea of queens fixing each other's crowns look like to you? What does that look like to you when go ahead, explain that.
About women empowerment. Like, I feel like instead of, bringing the next person down, she thinks she all that, or she thinks she look cute, and it's just like, instead of talking like that, just go tell her, I think you look cute today, or your hair is beautiful, like, oh, you look real stunning today, queen. Like, it's all about uplifting one another. It's all about, like I said, women empowerment. But nowadays in this era, it's all about people just like bringing the next person down. And it's like they know when somebody's doing good, but it's like, why not congratulate them? And when they doing bad, they want to be quick to talk about them. So I just be like quick to say, like, like I said, like, I really want to be big on, because like girls my age, like, they always, when I'm saying, they haters, they hate a lot. Like, oh, she doing this, oh, she thinks she better than them, or or I'm better than them because I'm doing this, or I post this and I got this. It's just social media that's kind of taken over what can really go down or what happened in real life. Like, we can come together, we have say this for kids. We got kids, we can do this, we can do that, but instead people want to talk about each other and bring each other down and uplifting each other. We could be open up business together. You know, it's like we could have been doing a lot, but it's all about that person trying to look better than the next person. Like, I want to see you doing good, but not better than me. You know, and that's what's sad. Like, I want to see everybody doing good, even if it is better than me. We made it. You made it. Like, I love that. That's what I want to see. You know, and it's just sad because once you make it, then here comes another hater. Like, why are you mad? Like, congratulate me, be happy. Like, I made it. I can get us all up out of here, you know? But it's not like that. They're like, okay, well, that's it, and whatever. Like, I don't like you now because you know?
Yes.
And I'm over it. I can't say I'm really over it, but it's just like I don't feed into it. I just wish we can all be closer, you know, as we should, as sisters. You know, like, so at the end of the day, it's really us versus everybody. Like, we ain't got it that easy out here as being black women, you know, like, especially, like, even with all the stuff going on, like, they can say how our men should protect us more. If our men not protecting us, why can't we protect each other? Like, each other. Like, when we out and about, instead of just running up and trying to fight each other all the time. Like, I can go on and on about this. It's just, like, I feel like the definition of queens uplifting, queens is women empowerment, and stop hating. Like, you see somebody open up a business, broadcast it, post it, promote it. You know, like, they doing something different with their life. You know, promote it, but they be putting on a stranger or a celebrity, not their neighbor or their real sister, or, you know, somebody post them. Like, it gets real deep with me about women empowerment. I feel like that should be something we should push. Like, the issue should be major, should be big. Like,
yes.
We can come together. We can run this world, like the real kind. Like, we run the world. We just don't know how to stick together. Like, it's just too much. Like, crabs in a bucket. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, I appreciate that. No, you're spot on. You had all your points were valid, and I think that the beautiful thing is we gonna have to realize that women and men need each other. We need each other. We absolutely need each other. Sisters need each other. Brothers need each other. There are just different moments in life where, you know, a brother's going to need a brother and a sister's going to need a sister. But all in all, we as a village, we need it because the men are the head. They're the head. And then here we come. And a lot of women don't want to, they don't want to, quote unquote, follow behind a man. There's a lot of negativity behind that. But just hear me. In the black family as a whole, it's out of order and it needs to get back in order. And I think that trickles down to why in the streets we all cannot get along. There's a lot of issues that stem from childhood that have not been resolved that attack, you know, certain instances in life. And, you know, that attack somebody else's success, somebody else's beauty, somebody else's finances, somebody else's clothes, you know, somebody else's house, car, on and on and on. But the root of the issue is I've got some stuff deep down inside that I've seen, that I've felt, that I have not had, that I lack, whatever it is, and it has shaped me. I don't want to be this way. I don't want to be nasty and biting and fighting, but this is all I know because this is all I've seen. And so, you know, a lot of times we have to unlearn the negative encounters that we've had growing up and with other people. You know, you can meet some nasty people going to school, elementary school, junior high, and high school. I think I went to school with the pit of hell, if you ask me. I went to school with some demons, Aujii. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to, if it were not for the Lord, I'm so serious about this, really keep in my mind, I would have lost it just from dealing with the disrespect, teasing, you know, not fitting in, being different, you know, all of those things. You know, maybe one day you're not black enough, maybe one day you're too black, you know, just all these type of things. You know, the whole popularity, the cliques and all of that other type of stuff, just, you know, having to catch the bus and, you know, dealing with all kind of stuff in life. And, you know, a lot of people don't survive high school because of all of the mess. A lot of people don't survive junior high. A lot of people don't even survive elementary school just because of the funk and the bullying and, you know, and the lack of protection in the community. And so I think that, you know, we really have to focus on the fact that we got to get rid of what we have experienced as youngsters, in order to be able to fix each other's crown, and in order to respect our brothers, and in order to get back in a proper order. You know what I'm saying? Because our sisters are beautiful, but they're hurt. They're deeply wounded. Deeply, deeply wounded. Wounded, like generational wounds. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're not brought up in an environment where nice words and encouragement and all those type of things that we're supposed to receive, if we're not brought up in it, we can become bitter and miserable. And sometimes we have to go through a serious situation in life that will humble us and have us say, you know what, I choose to be better and not bitter. You know what I mean? I choose to get out of my feelings and get into my healings. And that's what I want to encourage everybody who's listening right now live and who will be listening on demand. I just want to encourage you all to be bitter and better. You heard what my special guest said. I hope I said, to be better and not bitter. I want you to get out of your feelings and get into your healings. I want you to listen to what she said, because it's serious, and you were very passionate, because when I asked you that question, you were able to go on and on and on and on and on about that. And you should prepare yourself for speaking engagements to where you can go into environments such as the one that your daughter is in, going into elementary schools, being able to participate in after school programs where you're providing enrichment for these young girls in the Oakland Bay Area. They watch YouTube, they see you, and I know, whether you know it or not, I'm sure like they're looking up to you. You are a black superhero to them. And I mean that. To the young black girl who's watching YouTube, the 7-year-olds, the 8-year-olds, they're watching you. And they're saying, I want to be like her. And so you are a role model. Now, a lot of people say, I'm not a role model. Oh, you are. You are. It's just that you have to either put these adjectives in front of it. Either you're a good one or you're a bad one. You know what I'm saying? And so you get ready, because that passion that you have is going to be, concocted into a nice potion and it's going to be given to the young girls. So you get ready for that. I'm serious about that. You have something to say. You've seen some things and you know what you would have wanted. I'm not saying anything about how you were raised, but we all know that there's certain things that we wanted that we did not get. Okay. And whatever those things are, you can be that for your daughter.
Right.
We have the power, brothers and sisters, to break generational curses.
And that's so true.
Go ahead, expand on that, my sister.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Like, I already feel it. It's in me. Like, it's in me. It's coming out slowly, but sure, it's in me. It's coming out. But it's just like, now that you say I'm role model, it's just like, okay, I know I got my baby that's thing, but it's like, now that you said that I'm out there, like, I be peeping at that I'm out there, like, oh my God, you what's the name on Money and Respect, like little kids, like Money and Respect. I'm like, what you doing watching Money and Respect? Like, I know you. It's the most. It's the best feeling ever. Like, I can definitely say it's something I could definitely get used to. I want to start doing, more with the community, like, especially with the kids. Like, I got a daughter, so it's all about reaching out to them. Like, they are our future. I want them to know that it's more out there than what they see around them. Like, don't settle for what you see around you. Like, you can do more. Like, just don't ever just disclose yourself. Say, I can only do this. I can only do that. Like, I told my baby, you could be the president. You can be an astronaut. You could be whatever you want to be. Don't ever think you can't be this because you ain't seen nobody make it. You're going to be that one that's going to make it. Like, like I said, it's in me. So that's something I really want to do. Like I said, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, okay, I'm doing hairstyling. I'm working. I'm acting. I'm a full-time mom at that. Like, but it's like, it's always more that I can do. Like, I want to be more hands-on with my community. I want to, like I said, do more stuff with the kids. I just don't want them to fall victims to what they see around them, the news and all this crazy stuff that's going on. Social media ain't making it no better. So it's like all they need is some real hands-on. Like,
that's
she
it.
loves us. She was best for us. You know, she cared for us. Like, I want them to know, like, I'm gonna be there for them regardless of whatever's going on. Like, anything, I can go deeper. Like, I just know where I see myself.
And
you know, I
that's
can't even
good.
say in a few years from now, a couple months from now, I'm gonna be starting doing something positive, like more positive with the community. Like, 'cause we need that out here. And it's like only if people had the same mindset that I had, it would be better. But it's like I'm only one person. All I do is try to bring more people on my team. That today I'm gonna start where I'm at right now, and hopefully people can see the bigger picture and want to join what I got going on. Like, that's what I really want to do. So
Yes.
it's like, now that I'm out there a little bit, I got my, my audience. Okay, now I got a little audience. Now this is what I really want to do. Like, who really support me? Let's see who really gonna, rock with me when I'm doing something positive. Ain't nothing extra. It's all about the kids. It's all about, like, lifting them, like making sure they good. Because they is our future. So it's just like, I'm gonna see later on how this really play out. Because I'm really on something more positive. I'm loving what I'm doing, but I know I could do more. Like, it's more that I can do. I have to do more. Like,
and you will.
In me.
And you will. You will. You have to be patient with yourself and see you're a part of a major brand. You're a part of MC Films. MC Films is a major brand, and it's catching more waves every day. Every day. Now, the fact that you're a part of a major brand, you all as a cast and crew, you all need to be able to walk into a school, of course, through organizing it, and you all need to have an assembly with the youngsters where you all are meeting in the gym, and they get to meet the film, the crew from Money and Respect, and you guys are setting something up to where maybe the last 3 periods of the day, they can kind of turn it into like a semi rally where you all are having nice little backpacks, shirts, you're meeting everybody, taking pictures, you're setting up and everything. And then, you're able to speak to the youth, everybody gets to cover the entire, school because the crew is so diverse in tribes, as far as, where y'all come from. And to be able to have an assembly, where you all are turning it into like, a Money and Respect for the youth. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And you're sitting and, you've got that circle of chairs and, you get up and you speak and you encourage them. And then you've got Amir and you've got Lamar, and you've got the whole crew, everybody that can attend that day. Hopefully everybody can be, and you turn it into something really big for the youth. Now you guys are touring from school to school to school. So now each school is like, we got that rally coming up with Money and Respect. And it's just something that's big. You make sure you've got, the proper security. Because you got to cover all your bases. I put on a talent show, the first talent show that had ever been put on, because I used to teach at Helms Middle School in San Pablo, California. Okay. They had not had a talent show in decades. And me, along with another 2 other people, we put on, we had Mr. Fab came out. Okay. Oh goodness. Shout out to, what is his name? I think his name is, no, is his name? What's his name? I can't even remember the man's name. But anyway, shout out to him for hooking that up. Fab came out. Oh, the youth went crazy. We just had the performances, giveaways. It was amazing. And so I just really know that you all coming to the schools would do so much for them because, you said like the youth were looking at you like, and you're like, what are you doing watching it, girl? They've got to watch it. You know why? They've got to see that they can make it. They've got to see that although I'm young right now, when I become 23, 24, I could be on a web series. I could be doing this. I could be filming it. I could be writing a script. So they have to see it because that's how you develop I want to be like such and such when I get older. That's how you start to like, I want to do this and do that. And then you start bugging your parents about it. You know what I mean? So for the respect of the show, let the youth watch on. It's happening anyway around them anyway. They got it's what they see every day. So why should we cover their eyes from what they see every day? Oh, Deja, you are the bomb. You hear me? I mean, look, I said Deja. I done called you Deja. That's how Aujii, you.
Look, I appreciate you so much. I am Deja. Aujii. That's me.
Oh my goodness. And the Emmy goes to Aujii Gray, honey, because I done called you Deja already. Hey. Okay, so we're going to keep asking you some more wonderful questions. What are your top 3 favorite movies?
My top 3 favorite. Well, I am a big Tyler Perry fan. Mm-hmm. So I would say Medea's Witness Protection. That's for sure number 1. Well, actually not number 1. I'll say that's number 3. But number 1, Shadows. I love Shadows. Number 2 is number 2. I would say Poetic Justice.
Yes.
And then 3 and Medea, Witness Protection.
Yes.
I love them movies. My favorite. And I can watch Shadows like 24 times a day. Like, I love Shadows.
That's why you let off that papoose. That's why you was down for Brian.
That's my favorite movie.
Yeah, first time I saw Shadows, I was like, whoa, they are about that life.
Yes. Yes. I'm like, who the light-skinned one with the dread? He's cute.
Look. Oh, yeah. I've watched that movie twice, and it was serious. I think it did something to my husband because he was going around the house talking about boop, boop, boop. I was like, look, bruh. Look. Calm all the way down. No, look, we were both doing it. It is, though. So, let me see. I wanted to play a little game with you, but I'm going to play it in a little bit. I wanted to ask you this. How would you describe your acting style?
How would I describe it? Well, I would definitely say I don't need a script. Like, all I need to know is just like, okay, what am I going into? What I need to do? What, like little stuff like that. I just look over one time, and then, like I said, just everything becomes so natural.
Wow.
It's just all about, it's really natural. Like, I look at the script one time, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And then once that person say they line, I'm already on it. Like, I might throw my little extra 2 cents in it, like, I just throw my character in it. Like, that's how, like, it's natural. It's natural.
That is amazing. So, with you, being a beautiful queen and definitely getting that exposure, how do you professionally curve some overexcited, male groupies, if you will, because they are loose, they're real, and they're thirsty, and they love to slide in your DMs. They don't care. They just don't care.
That's not a tough one. That's easy. I just ignore them. Like, I don't really ignore, like, if they doing, like, I appreciate the show, I love the show, or something like that. I'm like, okay, I appreciate it, stay tuned in. Then it was that we try to holler, like, oh, I don't like me, or I should be your boyfriend, or they like, I don't like Brian, I should be your boyfriend, or you need to put me on the show, let me be your boyfriend, or tell the writer, put me in there. No. And then I got fans, across the country, like, oh, can you come out here and see us, or can you bring money respect to us, or can I come see you? No, I might be talking to a crazy person. I don't know. Wow. Like, no. But like I said, I just keep it simple, fan love, and that's it. Like, nothing else, nothing more. Y'all not getting my phone number. No. I just keep it fan love.
Oh, that
is... appreciate it. Stay tuned in.
Yeah. Yep. Bloop, period. That is so funny to me because the point is that you said you have people reaching out to you from all over. Shout out to the web series Money and Respect. Shout out to MC Films for the ground that you all are covering, the waves that you all are making, and the fact that, your show is being looked at all over and that people all over are tuned in. You all have, some web series I've watched. I got to be honest. I'll be like, what's happening? What is this? What? Whoa, what just happened? Wait, who shot him? I didn't even hear the gun go. What is this? And it's just like, but with, like I said, with this one, it's just like, nothing drops. It's just like, okay, it keeps going. And I told Mar. I told Mar, I was like, I love the continuity of the show, and I love the fact that it's real. It has a plot, and he has not skipped a beat with everything linking up to everything. Like, everything links up, but you got to watch it from episode 1, season 1. You can't come in on like episode 5, season 1. You've got to really watch it from beginning. And I just appreciate that y'all are not corny. That's what I was getting to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. No, thank you. Seriously, because, and no dig necessarily to anybody who has a web series and, to the actors and actresses, because with time, your craft will develop. And, with practice, things do become perfected. And so I just want to encourage everybody out there. Maybe your web series, didn't pop this time around. I just hope that you think more about it and plan for, make a deeper blueprint so people can really gravitate to what you're doing. Because I don't want to kill anybody's dream of being a producer, a script writer, a film writer, or an actor or an actress. I really don't. I just want you guys to do the best you can do, because I don't want to watch anything that sucks. I mean, who does? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm serious about that. Okay, so we're going to play a nice little game.
Okay.
And, it's not truth or dare or anything like that. But it's just like, it's called or. That's just basically it. I'm just going to say this or that. And you let me know which one for you, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Netflix and chill or movie theater with a grill?
Movie theater with a grill.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Here we go. Tacos or nachos?
Oh, tacos. Here's jalapeno.
I love when people get to describing what they want on it.
Yes.
With a little pico de gallo.
Yes.
Okay. An all black party or an all white party?
All white.
Okay. Yes. Okay. High heel Timberlands or regular Timbs?
I'm going to do the high heels.
Okay, stumping through. Okay, so Roundaway Girl, LL Cool J, Candy Girl, New Edition.
Candy Girl, New Edition. Okay.
All right, Hawaii or the Bahamas?
Bahamas.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, I want to ask you this. Top 5, what's the last concert you went to?
The last concert I went to was R. Kelly and Keisha Cole concert a couple years ago at the Coliseum. It was so good.
Okay. Now, growing up hip-hop or loving hip-hop?
Ooh, loving hip-hop. I would never really watch growing up hip-hop. Sucks.
Oh, okay. I know. I'm just going to ask anyway. Beyonce or Lyrica? I'm just playing.
I was about to say, is it an or for real?
Oh, gosh, that is heckin' funny. Okay, no, Beyonce or Janet Jackson?
Oh my God, seriously?
Yes.
Oh, B, I love you, but this gotta go to Janet.
Oh,
This
girl.
is so Janet.
Yes, you are a young queen with a bright future. I'm telling you.
Yes.
That is so funny.
That was hard.
Okay, Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
I love Cat, but Kevin, I gotta get that to Kevin. He's out there. I love him.
Okay, now let's see here. What's the last one that I want to throw out to you? Okay, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
I'm gonna definitely say Cardi B because I just love how she just never gave up on herself. I can definitely say she a little bit of motivation here and there. I'm gonna go with Cardi B. I love Nicki too, but I'm Cardi B. Yeah.
Okay.
I love both of them. That's hard.
Ooh. Well, I like to put it out there. It's just a nice little game that we have just so the listening audience can get to know who you are. And so now, as we move towards the end of our conversation, I want to get into a couple deep questions with you. What has been for you the most challenging moment of your life that turned out to be a blessing in the long run?
The most challenging, I would say at the age of 12, I lost my father figure, my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I could say it was challenging for me because at that age, I really didn't know how to deal with death.
Mm-hmm.
So I really just turned and shut down a lot of people, at a young age, and I really didn't know what to do. But it just but before, my granny, she just basically, she made me go to church even more, and I used to have one-on-ones with the pastor. And he would just tell me, you being selfish, you're not letting him go. I'm like, what do you mean I'm being selfish? And he, kind of broke it down to me, we basically, we want to go where he's at, So when he broke it down to me in a way a kid will understand, I'm looking at it okay, maybe, I love my papa, and he basically said, I'm going to see him again. But it's when I lost him, I really just shut down from the world. I was not participating in school. I was, it took me about almost a whole year and a half just to get back up on my grades and, to go back to school. I was trying to get home. It was just a lot going on at 12 years old. Even to this day, his death still affects me because I just feel how life would be. He was the main one on my line. Oh, you going to finish high school? Or you going to do this? You going to do that? And, and it was I was a papa's girl, daddy's girl, whatever you want to call it. That was my all in all, my everything. So when he died of cancer, I just, why is this happening? It was just too much. Still to this day, it's too much. His birthday come, his death day come, I have my moments. I don't want to be bothered. And this was years later. I was 12 years old. I'm 25 now. So it's it's challenging. It still is, but I'm just learning, how to deal with it. And then I know he's happy. He's happy. He for sure is proud of me. So that's the main thing I keep saying. If he was here, I know he'd just be so proud of me. I'm doing everything he wanted plus more, Graduated on time and everything. That was definitely challenging, losing my father figure at the age of 12.
Oh, my gosh. I thank you for being so transparent about that. All of us can relate to what you just said to a certain degree. I know we all have experienced that loss. My father fell asleep in 2014, and I'm 42 years old, and you're not. It's hard when it happens, and especially for you being so young, and that's why it's always important to have grief counselors available at school to aid the young people who are going through tumultuous times, such as having to experience the falling asleep of a loved one. And I say falling asleep because, like the pastor shared with you, they're gonna wake up again. You're gonna be able to see them again. The dead in Christ shall rise again. With that being said, to you, I know what that is. And there was a time where I would hear people, share with me, that they had experienced a father figure or a mother figure passing away, falling asleep. And only thing I could say at the time was, my condolences. But when you experience it, you have a deeper empathy and a deeper concern for your fellow sister, your fellow brother. And so I just want to say to you to be encouraged and to have power over those days that are coming up. A lot of times when holidays come up, a lot of people slip into and can slip into a depression. And I just want us to really understand that we've got to not let these holidays have power over our minds. They're just days. They're days. Hear me, everybody. They're days. And if we can understand that they're just days, if you can take away the title of that day, like Columbus Day or Thanksgiving Day, and if you can just say that this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it, and I will be glad in Him, then that takes away the power of, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but this is the Sister Speak Show, and I got to keep it 100. It takes the power away from the pagan holidays that we're not supposed to be celebrating anyway. Now, I know a lot of you all may get in your feelings, but I'm just trying to help everybody heal so these days don't have an effect on you and you start to think of suicidal thoughts or just sink into a depression and you're not responding. I need everybody to show up to life and to show up to life with boxing gloves on. I don't want you, and I'm speaking to you, Aujii, I don't want you to let these days that are coming up overwhelm you. You are a survivor. You are meant to be here. You were created for a purpose. You are a role model. He instilled some things in you that nobody can take away. Nobody can take away those memories that you have of your father figure. Nobody. They are precious and they will always be precious to you. And I believe, even though I have not met him, I believe he would want you to fight on, to go on, to not let any day, whether the day that he fell asleep or his birthday or any family gathering days, to let that get you into a slump. Because I think a lot of us have to see it both ways. Just like we say, well, he's not here. Well, guess what? He can say the same thing. You're not there either.
Yeah.
It's a dual missing. You know, it's a common feeling of us not being there in each other's state currently. But those memories are there. So you must fight on. You must press on. You know, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. There's something very special about you. There's a reason why you and I were able to vibe out. I remember telling my husband, and like when I was looking through your pages, like, I can't wait to talk to her. There's something about her. We're going to be able to vibe out, and connect, and she's going to be able to share with the listening audience. And we're going to both walk away empowered from this conversation, from this vibe. I'm going to be able to say some things to this sister right here that's going to really, really help her go on. I'm just a part of the process. You're going to meet other sisters that are going to definitely water your garden. I'm just here to help water your garden today. But I want you to be encouraged, because when a father figure falls asleep, and this is for everybody, hear me, God increases in your life. He is a father to the fatherless. He is a mother to the motherless. He is a brother to the brotherless. And he is a sister to the sisterless. He is a wonderful counselor. He is a mighty God. He is the Prince of Peace. So when we experience a subtraction, we also have to understand that he multiplies by subtraction. So your loss is not a loss, my sister. It's just a chance for multiplication. So I don't want you to take the depressive road, even though I understand what it is. But take a hold of it and do not let grief overcome you. Let those feelings naturally flow through you. I'm not telling you how to, to control it, stop it. And I'm not saying that. Let it flow. But don't let it have a way to where it controls you, because you are going to go far.
I hear you.
You're going to go far, and it will get better. It's going to get better and better and better for you. And that's to everybody. It's a hard pill to swallow. I know it is. I cried nonstop. I woke up out of my sleep crying. When my father fell asleep. I was 37, he was 73. Okay? Everybody, my father was born in 1940. So, with that being said, my coping skills, I can only say it was just the Lord that got me through. But I also learned a lot about people during that time. If you want to know about about how people really feel about you, let a birth, a wedding, and a funeral take place.
Yeah.
And you're going to find out the truth about people. So I just want to encourage everybody to understand this. No matter what you don't have, there are some things that you do have. And the Lord does multiply by subtracting. Prayer changes things. I don't want anybody to throw in the towel. We all can make it, no matter what the hand looks like. And so, you know what, my sister, you've done some things to the show this evening.
Wow.
You are special. You are
I really
special.
appreciate that. I'm trying not to cry over here.
No, you cry, let that flow. That's what I cry on the show. There's been some times I've had to cry. You're special. And you're an overcomer. And everything that has happened to you is just to shape you for a greater tomorrow. And I want to say this to you. In the season that it comes, don't be afraid to change your location. Don't be afraid to move. And I'm not saying to leave the web series and move out of Oakland anytime soon. I'm just saying there are some situations in our life that we're only going to get to that next level if we change our geolocation.
Definitely.
And we cannot be afraid to leave other people behind. And these are facts. And we cannot, once we hatch, have you ever seen an eagle carry its nest on its back? Mm-mm. Have you ever seen an eagle carry the shell which it hatched from on its back?
No.
Have you ever seen an eagle carry its brothers and sisters on its wings?
No.
Oh,
wow. My God.
Oh, come on, y'all. That's not to say that but we have seen an eagle return to the nest to feed the children.
Wow.
Okay?
Yes.
So let's understand this about us today. How many of you are carrying a nest on your back right now? How many of you have an eggshell on your back right now? You're still carrying the conditions that you were born in. You've then hatched out of them. You're a full-fledged eagle now, but you're still talking about how you came from an egg.
That is so true.
We have got to change the way we see things, because the devil himself wants us to look at our very situations and say, it's never going to get better. And he's a liar. I almost put that F-bomb on it. He is a liar. He is a liar. He is a liar. And he tells some nasty, wicked lies. He'll run up in your ear and accuse you of things that you've been forgiven of and for. He'll always try to remind you of who you used to be, He's always trying to whisper in your ear. He is a liar. Y'all got to stop talking to him. A lot of y'all entertain him, and he has told you some things about yourself that God does not agree with, that the Bible has not said about you. I just want everybody to heal tonight. Y'all are listening to Coming to the Stage on the Sister Speak Show. My very special guest is a beautiful queen by the name of Aujii Gray, and we are live from Dallas, Texas. It's going up. Anything going down is crashing. My sister, is there anything that we have not covered that you would like to cover this evening? That's the first time I have ever opened that question to any guest. That's the first time I've ever asked that question to any guest. I've recorded over 140, probably 150 shows. And that's the first time I've ever. Is there anything that we have not covered that you would like to cover? Because I just really want you to leave feeling incredible.
I feel empowered talking to you. Like, I appreciate taking this opportunity to get to talk to me, giving me a second opportunity, knowing what happened at first. Like,
nothing happened at first. Nothing.
Made me feel so much better about myself. Like, I was not expecting this interview to make me feel more of, I feel like I can just take over the world now, to be honest. Like, you can. It's just, oh my God. Like, I want to say thank you. Like, I wish I could just hug you right now.
You will be able to.
Thank you so much. So much. Like, I'm looking forward to more, interviews with you. Like, I really want this. Like, this is definitely something that I can get used to. Talking with you, I think it get more easier. Like, oh my God, at first I was so nervous. I'm just like, now, what was I nervous about? Like, what was I nervous about? Nothing. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Count it all joy.
I'm gonna cry again.
Cry. That's healing. Why not?
Oh my God.
And I have to say this, nothing happened the first time. You are here right on time. And I love the fact that I get to talk to my sisters and encourage you all. Now you're gonna make me cry and encourage you all, because I refuse to allow everything that I experience from people to make me be mean to other people. and to withhold the love and the joy that God has given me. The Lord Jesus the Christ literally rescued me. He took me in when everybody had put me out. When everybody had just, I don't know, it was just a time when it was rough. And he rescued me. Literally, he loved me to where I love him more than anybody in this world. And I mean that he has been with me and he's done so much for me that how can I not love my brothers and my sisters? How can I not pour into you all and tell you you're going to be all right? We all need encouragement. We all need it. We all need somebody to say, are you okay? Because there have been so many days where people didn't look at me and say, are you okay? But God stepped in anyway, and he made sure I would be all right. And for me, being an encourager, sometimes it's like, well, who encourages the encourager? And then I had to get out my feelings and stop being selfish. And I said, the scriptures encourage the encourager. Prayer encourages the encourager. Prayer and praise does. And just being able to vibe out. So I just want us to understand the power of love this evening and the power of encouragement this evening, brothers and sisters. You know, originally, with you being a guest the first time, it was meant for you to come on this time. Period. It was not meant for you to come on that day. It was meant for today. And I had told my husband, I was like, I'm going to interview her anyway. I was like, I have a connection to her. I'm going to reschedule this interview, and we are going to talk again, and we're going to talk next week, because I'm not going to turn my back on the whole brand of MC Films and you, because I know you have something to say.
And I appreciate that so
much. Things happen, and it was rescheduled. Here we are, and I would have been upset with myself if I had not rescheduled. I'm just going to be honest with you. I just would have been upset with it. So we're good. We're good. And the listening audience is able to vibe out with you and follow you now, because you're going to tell everybody all of your, your social media information, but they're able to vibe out with you because I'm going to always tell everybody this is an international podcast. I have people from Africa, Canada, all over. Oh my gosh. Germany. The list is endless. Mongolia, Cambodia, so many, Brazil. I didn't ask for this. I don't know how this is. I do know how this is happening, but I never imagined it. And I'm like, wow, people are really listening to my show. People are actually texting me, wanting to come on my show. I've got to have, it be that my brothers and sisters get to shine too. We all gonna eat. We all gonna be highlighted. We all gonna get it. We all, never, I'm not gonna stand before the Lord and have him ask me why I didn't help my brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Not your girl. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
I'm serious about that. But you're definitely someone to look out for. Everybody, you've got to remember her name, Aujii Gray. You've got to remember the face. She's beautiful. You won't forget her face. I know you brothers are looking at her picture right now as this interview is going on, and you can definitely agree she's a beautiful sister. But you see, there's more to her than just her beauty. She's beautiful on the inside too, because I tell you, I've seen some ugly, beautiful people, and I cannot deal with ugly, beautiful people. If you're going to be ugly full time. If you're going to be beautiful full time. To be beautiful full time is inside and out. To be ugly full time is inside and out. Pick your face and serve it.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, yes. On the Sister Speak Show. Okay, so my sister, this is what we're going to do. I would love for you to tell everybody how they can get in touch with you for booking information and motivational speaking, modeling gigs, hair. You plug yourself. This is your commercial, girl. Tell them everything that they need to know in order to get in touch with you.
Okay, well, you guys can follow me on Instagram. I have my hair page, which is Dreads by Aujii. That's DREADS by Aujii. You can follow my personal page at Hello I'm Beautiful _. Again, that's at Hello I'm Beautiful _. For bookings, inquiries, you can email me at aujiigray@gmail.com. That's AUJII Gray, GRAY @gmail.com. Hope to hear from you soon.
And you know what? I know that there's going to be more acting for you. I believe, I see you moving into a I just got to say this. I really see you acting in more films. I see it.
I really appreciate that.
I know. I'm see. We are gonna take the time. You're welcome. We gotta take the time out to talk about a sister by the name of Tiffany Haddish. I got to say this about this sister as we get ready to move on to the next phase of this episode. When Tiffany Haddish shares her story, and I believe it's true. I don't believe she's embellishing. I believe everything that she talks about because she's very transparent. And we all see where she is now. Now, I don't know how everybody gets to their level of fame. I don't. You know, some people cheat. Some people actually get there organically. But the sister has a story about her beginnings. And now we see her all over the place. We see her in film. We see her in commercial. We see her doing interviews. We see her name all over the place, and we see it. And Tiffany Haddish is a sister, everybody. So what I want to say to you is get ready, because none of us know when suddenly is coming. But there are some suddenlies that are assigned to our life. You know, suddenly I got an email and it changed my life. Or suddenly I got a direct message and it changed my life. Get ready, because there are suddenlies assigned to our life. Tiffany Haddish had a suddenly. There was one day she was doing her regular stand-up, her regular life, and the next thing you know, here she is. It happens like that. But we all have to go through our periods of suffering, our cocoon seasons. And everybody, check this out. Just because you're a butterfly today don't mean that the Lord can't put you in a cocoon tonight. Hello? Everybody get ready for your reset, because reset is a lot of the times where the Lord works on you for your next season. So in conclusion, just remember, Tiffany Haddish had a suddenly. And to you, my sister, you have some suddenlies coming. So stay focused. Continue to adopt the wisdom that you have, blocking negativity. Stay out of fights. Stay out of BS. You know, don't be so desperate to have no boyfriend, no man, because either you're single or you're married. I just have to put that out there for a lot of sisters, because a lot of sisters are fighting over brothers, and you ain't even in a relationship with him, because either you're single or you're married. I know a lot of people like, I know a lot of people like, I take your man. Look, don't end up. No, okay, let me shut up. Okay, now anyway, let me stay classy and stay like I learned some things. But I just want you to know that don't be so desperate to get into a relationship that you end up forsaking, opportunities that you could have because you're so busy trying to have a relationship. Let everything evolve its natural course. Everybody's so busy trying to get married and have somebody and say they have somebody and take a picture so they can show that they with somebody and, put their location on and do all those things just to let somebody know that they got somebody in their presence at the time. Look, we don't need that. We got to focus. So I just want you to understand, because you are beautiful, you're going to have brothers coming at you, but you want a real man to come at you. A real man, not these Hey, say. Hey, little mama, what's poppin'? Not that. No. You ain't trying to date you ain't trying to marry no brother who's riding on the bar handles of a bike while his partner, rides through the hood. I ain't trying to be shady, but I'm just saying though, you want something different for your life. And I want those brothers who are on the bike and riding on the handlebars to want something more for your life. My point is this: don't rush to get in a relationship. Please pursue your passions and your talents and do everything you can. Learn who you are and prepare to be a wife, so then everything can manifest for you properly. That's the one thing I can say to you that will be the key to your success is hold out.
Okay.
I know a lot of you sitting like, oh no.
Well, it ain't hard. It's definitely easy. It's definitely easy for me to do. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, hold out. A lot of sisters don't. Like celibacy saved my life. I used to be a hoe. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people. I used to be a hoe. I was out there. I was promiscuous. I was. I'm a redeemed hoe. I used to be a hoe. Everybody, I can say that because I no longer do those things. But if I could go back in time, I really would have been celibate a lot sooner. Celibacy is going to save a lot of you sisters' lives. It's going to save you from having stress, anxiety. It's going to save y'all from having to kill a nigga. It's going to save y'all from... It's going to save y'all from having to jump a nigga. It's going to save y'all from a whole lot of stuff that we endure as a result of getting into relationships prematurely. I'm serious, y'all. It saved my life. I really decided to stop being a hoe.
Trying to change your life around.
I turned my life around, and I saw things much clearer, and I had a restraint about myself. And so, but temptation did come. They come knocking on your door. I had my own condo. Next thing you know, all these male neighbors is coming out of the woodworks trying to help me with my groceries, and I'm like, get back, Satan. Not today. Because you know why? Honestly, because I was watching some spiritual encouragement, and the preacher said, like, your husband is expecting you not to be a hoe right now. And you're not even married, but your future husband is expecting you to have your stuff together. So when y'all meet, it can just merge together. And I was like, wow. I was like, I'm going to have to really do some things to curve this aura I have about myself. I ain't the only one. I am not the only one. I'm just honest about my stuff. But I had to stop. And the moment I stopped, I learned about what it was to respect myself, what it was to expect more out of a man, and to understand that certain things that a man will not ask a woman to do or expect a woman to do. But I had to become a woman and stop being a girl. And you can be a girl and be 53 years old.
So true.
Y'all seen the Stretch Pants crew.
So true.
Y'all have seen it. So just because you're a certain age does not mean you are a woman. How can I say it? A mature woman. You may be physically, but mentally, you're still a 12-year-old girl who never learned about sex, whose uncle tried to take advantage of her, and you've been searching for help ever since. It's deep on the Sister Speak show.
It's real.
It's real,
So
though.
true.
It is true. So I just want to encourage all of my sisters that are listening. A lot of the brothers out here, I know you all are like, what are you doing telling them to stop? Look, I'm telling you to stop too. You can't be for everybody.
Right. Period.
Period. Come here, Cash Doll. Tell him. Sis, he for everybody. I know, but we're going to have to stop it. We're going to have to stop that. Anyway, brothers and sisters, you know what? I could talk to you forever. I really could. I could talk to you, Aujii, forever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is just the connection is so real. Like, I love it.
Oh, I do too. We are going to meet. We're definitely going to meet because
Have to.
I will be coming to California. I don't know when, But I want, like I already told Mar, I got to meet y'all. I'm trying to slide through the movies on accident, be accidentally filmed on Money and Respect. I don't know. But all jokes aside, I do want to meet you. I can't wait to meet you. I know the Lord will orchestrate that. You're going to be a special guest on the Sister Speak show again. I consider you to be family. Anything you need from me, anytime you want to reach out for anything, you know, you've got this number, you know, I'm going to text you my cell phone number, you know, anything you need from me, anytime, any promotions or anything like that, you've got it, you know, that's just the connection that we will have forevermore.
Yes.
I'm really blessed to talk to you. I'm so glad that God created you, you know. And I want to encourage you to continue to be a great mother. May the Lord continue to cover you, your family, your daughter. May he bless you and protect you from danger seen and unseen. May he continue to uplift you, love you, encourage you, chastise you, build you up, protect you, lead you and guide you, and bless you. You know, may he continue to be all the things that he is to you and your daughter, and may you continue to grow in wisdom, and may you continue to grow in favor. May every desire that you have be granted, as long as it is the Lord's desires for your life. I'm praying that Money and Respect will continue to grow, that it will be picked up in a major way, that it will continue to gain the notoriety that it deserves. May all of you all be covered and blessed. I just want you to know that from me to you, I've got a lot of love for you. This is my first time talking to you, but I got a lot of love for you. And I just want everything to work out for you. May the Lord continue to keep his right hand over your life, on your mind, over your heart, and nothing but peace, joy, and triumphs for you from here on out.
Thank you. I really appreciate you so much.
No problem, my sister.
This interview was everything.
Oh, good. So you did have a good time on the Sister Speak show.
I did. I really did. I can't wait for my next one.
Oh, yes. It's going to be lit. Hopefully it'll be where I'm live on location, able to sit down, because we're definitely taking the Sister Speak show to a whole nother level. We will be going live on YouTube. I can't tell everybody when, but we're going to definitely have it to where we've got these in-studio interviews, and I'm flying and taking the Sister Speak show on the road. So, girl, this is just, excuse me, my sister, this is just the beginning. And, that's just pretty much it. This isn't goodbye. This is just simply, I'll talk to you later, and I will send you a copy in your direct message of this interview this evening.
Okay. All right. Thank you again. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Okay. No problem. You take care. Brothers and sisters, let's give a round of applause for the humble, beautiful actress, Aujii Gray. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. You are listening live to Coming to the Stage on the Sister Speak show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. Excuse me. You know what? It's about encouragement on the Sister Speak show. That's what I live for. I live for pouring in. I live for lifting. That's just where I am. I keep, even though I keep getting attacked, and even though certain things keep happening to me, so what? Satan, you're a liar and you smell like shit. Okay? Understand that. I plead the blood of Jesus the Christ over this show, over my life, over my tongue, over my family. You have to do that. because the warfare is real. But this show is about the village. It's about my brothers and sisters. It's about making sure that everybody eats. It's about making sure that you all are experiencing the international love and the international commerce that you should experience. I don't have to be no hater. I don't have to withhold. That's why I don't call this the Aujii Holloman show. What good would that do for you? Nothing. I mean, if I called it the Aujii Holloman show, it'd be full of vainglory and ego. It'd be full of selfishness and self-righteousness. That ain't my cup of tea. It just really isn't. This show is about spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. And I focus on all the arts. And then it's spiritual inspiration shared through Aujii. My life experiences have shaped me to be able to converse with you all today. To vibe out with you all today. To pour into you today. I'm not perfect, but I'm transparent. I am a work in progress, and I am progressing. Where there's no progress, guess who stopped working? Because God never sleeps or slumbers. He's waiting on you. See, the wall will come down, but he told you to walk around it 7 times. Be quiet and shout on the 7th day. Some of y'all want him to knock the wall down. You want him to walk around for you, and you want him to shout. You got to stop being lazy. He's going to always show up because he is God. But what are you doing? I'm serious about that, brothers and sisters. I refuse to hold back the lessons that I have learned. I refuse to hold back the encouragement that I was given and was not given. I refuse to hold back from my brothers and my sisters. We have had a wonderful, wonderful time this evening. We have been able to listen to a sister queen who is, you're going to see her face on the screen. More than just with the wonderful web series Money and Respect. Y'all better understand what I'm saying to you. Every single special guest who comes through the Sister Speak show is already on and popping. And when they leave the Sister Speak show, they are energized, encouraged, and they are ready to take on the world. Understand me. And I love it. I see them growing. I see them expanding. Music being played. People wanting to do interviews with them. Oh, let's keep it going. Let's let the fire continue to burn. We don't need no water. Let the burn, burn, burn. Okay? Yes, the Sister Speak show where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. I'm going to keep telling you all this. So listen, you know we have a wonderful, wonderful lineup. Everything is on and popping. I want you to go to YouTube and I want you to subscribe to Money and Respect, MC Films. I want you to watch season 1 from episode 1 through 12. And then I want you to tune into season 2, episodes 1 and 2. And episode 3 is on its way out. Shout out to Lamar Lomack. Shout out to the whole crew of Money and Respect. You all are doing your thing. I respect you. From Dallas to the O, what's happening? What's popping? Okay? Now listen. We're getting ready to close out. I'm going to play this commercial for you all so you can know what we got popping. One more time for those of you who are just now tuning in live to the Sister Speak show, coming to the stage. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
This month on the Sister Speak show, hosted by Aujii Holloman, coming to the stage, actress Aujii Gray, The Laugh Line, comedian Ace Boone, The Tour, recording artist Forrest Bell, The Platform, motivational speaker coach Bruce Kennedy, The Platform, owner and founder of Boundless Fitness Tim D, coming to the stage, actor Lorenzo Woodgrain, The Tour, songstress Allie. Listen live to the Sister Speak show starting this Tuesday, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action.
All right, brothers and sisters, thank you so much for being a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful listening audience. Add the Sister Speak Show to your listening shuffle. We want to be the flavor in your ear because we are one of the dopest podcasts. I don't know what a podcast is, but I'm going to say that again. We are one of the dopest podcasts in syndication on Amazon Alexa. I'm just going to say that I'm not saying I am I'm saying one of the, because I know that there are other podcasts that have content and substance and amazing personalities that host the show. So shout out to all of you all as well. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep getting these wonderful interviews, and let's keep sharing our platform so our villages will not suffer, and so we can redeem ourselves and repair ourselves from all of the damage and hate that we have done towards one another. I need you all to tune in live to the Sister Speak Show. Once again, you already heard who I've got coming on board. Amazing special guest. And with that being said, brothers and sisters, I'm getting ready to go ahead and relax. I'm going to grab my trench coat and get off into this fog. You feel me? No. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I've had a wonderful time conversing with you. Go ahead and follow my special guest. You'll be glad that you did. Support this sister, and that's what it's about. Until we meet again, I will converse with you later. I'm not going too far. I'm going to be right on the other side of all of this goodness, and we will talk again. I need you to press through, because you are more than a conqueror. The devil is a liar, and he is to go back into the pit of hell from which he came from. You are going to experience suddenlies. Everything has an expiration date and an escalation date. You feel me? Take care now.